Olá pessoas, estou de volta para mais uma live e dessa vez finalmente voltando com o Wuthering Waves. Finalmente teve novos conteúdos, uma nova atualização foi lançada ontem à noite. Já começamos falando coisas, vamos ver aqui o que eles estão falando. Ele só começou falando, depois a gente continua vendo. Como eu ia falando, vamos ver se vão ter muitas coisas novas ou se vai ser só mais história de personagem, mais alguns eventos. Vamos aqui dar uma olhada aqui, ó. Temos coisas que a gente ganhou. Não, apertei o botão errado, que é Y para pegar tudo. Eu estou acostumado com o ZZZ, que eu aperto X para coletar as coisas e pegar todas as recompensas, e agora quase que eu deletei todas as correspondências sem coletar. Vamos ver aqui, ó, as notícias, ó, tem coisa nova em tudo quanto é canto. Aqui, ó, temos a nova personagem, a Cantarela, que a gente vai testar ela daqui a pouco. Aí a arma dela é tipo uma água viva. Interessante isso. Eu já tenho a arma que eu tô usando com a jovem da igreja, que eu gosto de chamar ela assim. Olha só quem está aqui. Agora o jogo está me fazendo pensar qual personagem que eu escolho. Tá, eles resetaram o Pioneer Podcast. Tá, vimos as notícias. Eu tenho troféu por alguma razão. Tá. Agora é só apertar Y, não preciso mais clicar ali. Interessante. Temos o holograma do dragão aqui. Estão falando que é novo. As coisas novas da loja, que eles vão querer que você clique para parar de aparecer o troço vermelho. Olha só. Posso gastar coisas aqui para tentar pegar a nova personagem, mas depois a gente vê isso. Primeiro eu tenho que testar ela para ver se eu tenho interesse em usá-la. E o Pioneer Podcast resetou. Não lembro se eu peguei nível máximo no último. Temos a nova personagem, a Cantarela. Temos o Rerun da Camélia, que eu não sei se eu tento pegar ela novamente. Aí temos as armas delas. Antes de começar a fazer tudo, ó, temos aqui uma missão nova. E vamos fazer essa missão diária aqui rapidão. Só pra não perder o costume. Essa daqui que eu tenho que acabar com os carinhos ali do lado, que eu tenho que atravessar a água. Vamos fazer aqui a missão diária, daí a gente já começa a explorar os conteúdos da atualização.
Guests of the unkind, reveal yourself. Think fast. My compliments. That's the way. Victory favors me.
Tá, eles me fizeram usar um monte de sacanas. Não gostei disso aqui. Eu só coleto aqui, eu já aperto Y e coleto tudo. Não preciso ficar apertando X pra ir escolher certinho. Acho que eles fizeram isso pra ficar mais cômodo pro pessoal do PlayStation.
We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.
Não quero mostrar o rover. Uma é essa daqui. O 2 vai ser esse daqui. A gente vai ficar com essas. Com esse time, porque esse time é mais legal que o rover. Sendo que eu nem uso o rover mais. Tá, a gente tem que completar a missão principal, né, para liberar isso daqui, que é a história da nova personagem. Aí aqui temos mais coisas aqui. Tá, mais fotinhos. Aham, olha aqui, ó. Eles são sacanas. Isso aqui tinha que aparecer na hora que abre o jogo, igual antigamente. Aí temos... Eu acho que essa é a história da personagem lá em cima. Eu acho que é outra coisa. E temos o teste. E temos o holograma tático novo, que a gente vê depois. Mas vamos testar ela para ver se vale a pena, né? Daí eu já começo a história principal. Pra gente ver qual vai ser da nova história. Ela fica voando com guarda-chuva.
Surge of deep tides. Come on out, little critter. Who will sink into the depths with engulfed by sea's venom?
Parece bem interessante, ela parece que o suporte que a gente pode causar um dano razoável.
Sink into the endless deep. That tickles. That tickles. Pull from the abyss. Come on out, little critter. I'm no stranger to this sensation. Sleep in the whispers of sun.
Eu só acho que eu vou ter problemas jogando com ela, com esse negócio dela ficar flutuando com o guarda-chuva depois dos ataques. Mas gente, vou tentar pegar ela, parece interessante. Apesar de eu ainda ter interesse em tentar a Camélia. Vamos jogar um pouco com a Camélia só pra gente relembrar.
Would you like? Let's have fun! The lovely smell of all my parents. Let's have fun! Don't run! Keep the dance going! Let's have fun. Sprout. It's getting fun. Crooning. Let's have fun. And twine. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
É bem divertido jogar com a Camélia. Mas vamos tentar pegar a nova personagem, já que eu perdi o Brent. Que eu não consegui pegar ele. Não vou fazer isso, esse negócio desses hologramas agora não. Ah, não completou, sacanagem. Vamos aqui, eu tenho 921 astrais. O que não vai dar para comprar a quantidade de chances que eu quero, mas aqui a gente já consegue comprar 7. E aqui a gente completa com mais 5. E aí a gente já faz a primeira tentativa. Vamos ver se a sorte está ao meu lado. Não está. Ganhamos uma personagem inútil e uma espada. Dá pra pegar mais 2 aqui. E agora eu vou jogar um pouco. Já que sorte é algo que não existe para minha pessoa. Cadê a quest? Sempre esqueço. Esse negócio deles ter colocado as quests aqui no último. É sacanagem. E vamos pra cidadezinha dos bichos barulhentos. Vamos lá virar nova história.
What's up?
It's taking longer for Abby to react.
Hey, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just a little beat, that's all. Oh, earlier, when I was half asleep, I came up with this great idea for finding the Sentinel.
Olha
Let's
só.
hear it.
Didn't the Sentinels say they're locked up in some kind of tower in the sky? Well,
Então a gente vai ter que
how about I
invadir uma
just fly
torre.
up there and look for it? Easy as pie.
The tower is either too far to see, or it's totally covered by clouds. Otherwise, we would have seen some sign of it on the ground. In the shape you're in, are you sure you could fly that far?
Hey, come on. It won't hurt to try. The cliff at Egla Town would be a perfect launch pad.
Então tá, vamos para um lugar alto pra gente se jogar de lá. E agora esses caras chatos não fazem barulho, eles só fazem barulho de noite. Ainda bem. E tocou uma musiquinha diferente. Antes não tocava essa musiquinha aqui. Olha só. Então é por causa dessa jovem que a música está diferente.
Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning. So, dear listener, tell me, what feelings did my piece evoke in you?
Será que essa jovem vai ser um personagem jogável no futuro?
Wow. A very valuable insight. Thank you. That brings me closer to completing my piece.
Então tá.
Salutations, Rover. My name is Jacona, a wandering bard. I'm glad to have met you. I was sent by Lady Carlotta to find you. As I passed that abandoned house, I suddenly felt this, well, you know, rush of inspiration that just can't be ignored. So I stopped to compose a piece. Surprise, surprise, the melody led me right to you. Well, I suppose this won't count as me getting distracted, right?
If Carlotta asked you to find me, has something happened?
Lady Carlotta told me you encountered the supposed martyred maiden, Cartathea. She dispatched search teams soon after, but there's been no sign of Cartathea since. That's why she asked me to use my forte to recreate the frequency you experienced at the time, to see if any details you might have missed become clearer.
Recreate the frequency?
Well, it's a little tricky to explain in words. Think of it like being in an immersive portrait. Can you tell me about your meeting with Cartathea? The more details, the better. Even the smallest things count.
Então tá, vamos ver no que vai dar essa jovem das músicas. A gente já teve que ajudar a jovem das pinturas. Agora é a jovem das músicas, outra artista. Só que dessa vez é ela que vai ajudar a gente, né?
That should do it.
Agora ela tem um instrumento de verdade. Quer dizer, ela já tinha um, né? Mas agora é um instrumento chinês que eu não lembro o nome. Vários milhões de cordas.
Time for you to tune in to your memories.
Tune in to my memories. Does that mean I'm supposed to see the past from another perspective?
Laureate.
Essa jovem. Então é essa jovem que a gente está tentando reencontrar.
Our tacit marks are glowing again. It appears there is a special connection between them. What is the meaning of this?
Someone used their resonance ability to help me relive this moment. But this seems unexpected.
How did you first come to notice me?
The Sentinel. Imperator's voice guided me to you.
You heard the Sentinel's voice? Then tell me, am I their resonator?
Well, Imperator called you the Lost. And Primus Fenrico claims you are the resonator for Leviathan, the Threnodian. But you really don't have any idea?
I've actually been searching for the answer to this question too. My memories are fragmented. I remember becoming a resonator, and the moment I was given the name Fleur-de-Lis. I also remember fighting something, but the details and the outcome of that battle are lost to me. You seem deeply concerned about the Sentinel. Tell me, why is that?
Miguel vai chamar nosso amigo Dorminhoco.
You rang? Whoa! Check it out! Our frequencies got split apart! Basically, we're sorta in that hover mode you once joked about. Nothing new to me, though.
This must be the frequency that's entangled within you. Is it some kind of echo? Yes, I'm experiencing a similar kind of frequency split. Though there is little that remains of my resonance powers. I feel its frequency weakening. I understand why you're eager to find the Sentinel. You said you heard the Sentinel's voice. Was there anything else they said?
They spoke of being ensnared in an inverted tower suspended in the sky.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals there's... I'm sure you've noticed that I was drawn here only as a frequency. My true form currently resides inside an inverted sonorosphere, suspended high in the sky. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals.
Olha só.
I've sensed a voice calling out to me from behind them. Could it be the Sentinel?
Say, it's really faint, so I barely noticed earlier. Is that a Threnodian smell I'm getting from you?
The scent of a Threnodian. You can perceive the Threnodian.
It's not an exact one-to-one with that big Ovathraxula meatball I had. But I never mix up a flavor I've already tasted.
Abby has a nose for these sort of things. We came across Threnodian powers before in Jinzhou. So, it's safe to say Abby can be trusted.
Do you think I'm the Threnodian's resonator?
If we're making assumptions, let's err on the optimistic side first. Given your current situation, it is possible you were affected by the Threnodian's powers during your battle alongside Imperator. That could be the reason behind losing all your power, too.
I take it this theory would benefit you as well. After all, That unique echo of yours needs the Sentinel's powers for treatment, does it not? Even in adventure tales, it's not always the witch who loses her memory. It could also be a blessed maiden, trying to regain her powers.
Olha só.
In that case, it appears we share the same goal of finding the Sentinel.
Então a gente vai ter que ajudar ela a encontrar o Sentinela pra meio que libertar ela da prisão dela numa esfera invertida. E aí a gente ajuda ela a encontrar o Sentinela e ela recupera os poderes também. Com isso a gente consegue ajudar a Web também. Interessante.
Spending so much time alone in the Sonorosphere gave me plenty of time to consider countless possibilities. I've braced myself for whatever may come until I find the answers I'm seeking.
I want to know what's going on with Imperator in that tower. And I want to speak with you in person. How can I reach your Sonorosphere?
A part of the Sonorosphere is actually on land, though its outer perimeter is surrounded by a barrier. I cannot leave, and no one can enter.
Olha só, como que a gente vai chegar lá então?
I'm afraid that won't do. That barrier also acts as the power source that maintains the Sonorosphere's integrity. If it's destroyed, the entire sphere will collapse.
Eita.
And the ruins, along with the tacit discords it houses, would come crashing down on Raguna. It would be catastrophic.
You said no one can get in. Has anyone tried?
Yes. I've occasionally sensed someone wandering outside the barrier, as if searching for a way inside. Perhaps they know something.
Any distinguishing features?
Almost like a deep-sea jellyfish.
Ah, então é aí que entra a nova personagem.
I wasn't able to get a clear look. I can only describe the feeling I got from her as a resonator. It would seem this resonance ability can only last for so long.
I'll look for a way to find this person you mentioned.
Something tells me you will keep your promise. No matter the outcome, this may be my chance to find the answers I've been looking for.
Tá. Agora a gente vai procurar a jovem da... Eita, eu esqueci o nome do negócio.
Over.
É,
Oh, thank goodness.
é um roubo.
You're finally awake. How are you feeling? Any headache, tingling feet, upset stomach? Phew. I tried everything, but you just wouldn't wake up. I thought you were... Wait a second. Did you actually fall asleep listening to my music? Oh. It kind of breaks my heart to know you reacted like that when it wasn't even a lullaby.
No, it was really helpful.
Helpful for your sleeping troubles, hmm? Wow. So my Forte created a special connection that led to some unexpected developments. The girl, is she friend or foe? What truths lie behind the seal, and who is that mysterious wandering figure? Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be a very exciting song.
E é gato.
I'll pass this information on to Lady Carlotta. So, what do you plan to do next?
E olha só.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord. My name is Sebastian. As per the lady's instructions, I have been entrusted with the honor of inviting you to the Phasalia estate for a discussion.
The Phasalia family. The one that's likely worshipping the Thanodian. Why does she want to talk with me?
The lady has expressed a desire to clear up some unfortunate misunderstandings that occurred previously.
Tell her
Então
I
a jovem
accept the invitation,
das Aquavivas.
at a later time.
Será que ela é dessa família Sicília?
I will convey your message to the lady.
Didn't expect the head of the Phasalia family to come looking for you. Especially while they're still in the middle of negotiations with Lady Carlotta. She's just as unpredictable as the rumors say. I suppose you would want to know more about her before taking up her invitation, She's known to be a recluse, and rarely makes public appearances. No one outside the family even knows her real name. They just call her the head of the Phasalia family.
Yes.
I've heard quite a few rumors. Which one would you like to hear first? I have Shadow of the Ancient, Lady Bane, or maybe Entangler of Hearts. Hello, that's why they're called rumors. I'm just doing my due diligence by being faithful to the source material. So, ready to dive right in? Well, long story short, the Phasalia family was one of the first to set foot on these islands and establish order in Renacita. Their lineage even predates the Order of the Deep, and their craft of extracting toxins from aquatic plants is a legacy passed down through generations. Word is, they select the new head of household by having candidates ingest each other's poisons and wait to see who's still breathing when it's all over.
Nossa.
Stories about the current head of the Phasalias get even wilder. They say she didn't go through the usual selection process. Instead, she took the throne by poisoning her predecessor.
Os caras
Others
gostam de
say she's a
veneno.
master in the art of manipulation, drowning her victims in hallucinations until they agree to her terms without even realizing it. In any case, the Phasalia family aside, she's someone you definitely want to handle with care. If you're set on meeting her, I'd be extra careful if I were you.
The way she describes the head of Phasalia reminds me of how Cardathea spoke about the wandering figure by the barrier. I can't rule out the possibility that they're the same person. Looks like I'll need to pay her a visit.
Então vamos ter que visitar o pessoal do Sicília. Para descobrir se é a jovem das águas-vivas que a gente vai ter que encontrar para conseguir chegar na esfera lá invertida que a jovem está presa. Eles poderiam colocar uns nomes mais fáceis nas pessoas. Vocês colocam uns nomes estranhos com as pronúncias diferenciadas. Olha só, então tem mais coisa pra cá agora, né? Interessante. Então vai ter mais mapa para explorar. Muito bom. E eu nem terminei de explorar esse. Ai. Então aqui é a casa do Cecília.
To think the head of the Thessalians approached you when I was still in negotiations with her emissaries. Was it meant to be a diversion all along? They invited you and you alone. As a Montelli, I'm in no position to intervene. That being said, if the Thessalians try anything against you, I'll get you out. Even if it means storming through their front gates. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for more information and the person Cartathea mentioned to you. I'll call you as soon as I find anything.
Tá.
Got it.
Olha só, o Rover está mais falante nessa atualização. Antes ele ficava mudo, você só tinha que ler os textos. E falava de vez em quando, agora ele fala assim. Vai entrar nessa casa aqui? Tá bom, Sebastian, vamos seguir o mordomo. E a gente vai encontrar a jovem das águas-vivas. E a casa dela parece um aquário.
One moment, please. I shall inform Milady of your arrival.
That won't be necessary.
Yeah.
To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation. Cantarella Thessalia, 36th matriarch of the Thessalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival.
Tá.
Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me Cantarella. Now, shall we proceed to my study?
Então vamos ver os estudos. Olha só, a gente também vai poder andar aqui dentro da casa aquária da Cantarela. Estou no modo arqui-inimigo dos Thessalians. Olha só, eles também têm os ecos aqui. Ah, cheguei primeiro. Os caras do Wuthering Waves também gostam de fazer coisas balançantes, hein? Não é só o pessoal do CCC que gosta das coisas balançantes.
Won't you have a seat? I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology?
Eu acho que não faz muita diferença o que eu escolhi, mas tudo bem. Vamos tomar cuidado, já que falaram que ela tem os poderes de controlar as pessoas.
I see. Let's set aside such past unpleasantness for the time being. I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Phasalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna? So you've noticed something is amiss. As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the Threnodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous 2 attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart?
Será que é mais um mal que segue os Tredontians, o pessoal do mal?
Yes. And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come.
Então ela também vai pedir pra gente tentar entrar na esfera lá pra tentar conseguir os poderes da jovem que está presa na esfera.
It's thick with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue.
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was in the study.
This is it.
Olha só, uma passagem secreta.
Are you prepared?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, even if you want to.
E olha só. Lá vem as armadilhas aí. Olha só, então será que é por aqui que se entra lá na esfera?
Just as I expected, the Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form.
Então o sentinela
A
realmente é um
majestic
Pegasus.
steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator.
Mas o dragãozão não foi embora. A gente não lutou com ele lá e ele foi pro espaço. Ou estou enganado?
In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make.
Vamos falar desse daqui.
I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
Interessante, então
There
agora
might
que
still
eu
be a
fique
path
aqui.
forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you've described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel
olha
does
só.
indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact. That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then
Quer ver que o Rover também é o
Cordelia?
escolhido.
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead. In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers, while overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinchi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening?
Olha só.
If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
By all means.
Será que a gente vai conseguir usar essa espada em algum momento?
Rover, who are you really?
Vamos escolher essa opção.
The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos?
Então tá, vamos ajudar eles a recuperarem o Sentinela versão Pegasus. Do que a versão Pegasus Marine. Que é a versão
Heaven can
corrupta.
only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you're the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonorosphere.
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the
só
Phasalia
ganhamos uma
estate that
espada.
leads directly to the Sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lift.
Será que eu vou usar
Are all
para
these
lutar
mechanisms
essa
really
espada ou vai ser
necessary?
só um artefato?
Convenience isn't the only reason for having them. Some were specifically built in case an outsider decided to visit.
Vamos ver aqui. Ah, é só um artefato, espada, sacanagem. Não dá pra usar. É só um item de quest. Não é uma arma. Vamos seguir em frente então.
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a Sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Phasalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school. The elevator is merely a later addition I had built for easy access.
Vamos lá, aparentemente vamos ter que usar mais um desses peixes, carros, barcos ou elevadores malucos que o pessoal gosta de usar nessa ilha. Vamos ver para onde a gente vai dessa vez.
You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like
Yes,
to share
sir.
a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh, and what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
Olha só.
All the affairs of Huanglong's states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Ou será que é essa amiga da Tinch?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation.
Só, então esse ritual maluco do envenenamento aí é bem antigo.
Outside, they call me the Bane, but historically every head of the Thessalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet.
Então tá, ela é mais potente dos líderes da família que já
The
existiam.
old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonorosphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here.
Então tá, vamos ir para a entrada da esfera, que a gente vai ter que ir para encontrar a jovem e o sentinela.
Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonorosphere itself?
Didn't think there would be Gulpuffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures. The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trials and was crowned by the Order. A day when belief burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't
Essa
until
jovem não é
later,
tão
when I
jovem
attempted
assim,
to
então.
resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
It sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been Cartophia's doing, but, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself, for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest.
Será que tem alguma coisa no topo daquela árvore ali?
Of course, it's never too late to place your trust when
Aparentemente
the
não.
evidence is clear. But
Sai da parede.
now is not the time, is it?
Os personagens malucos que gostam de ficar nas paredes.
Who will sink into the depths with and try not to blink? Or can surrender to it? We desire, and so we find.
Ah, então essa é a tal da torre.
The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Turvin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
But you said you left yourself a message saying that the maiden was dead.
That's why I sought aid from the other Sentinels. It's a shame they all refused. Luckily, you've brought me a new hope.
Então tá. Vamos ver se a gente consegue passar pela barreira. Olha só, fomos teleportados para dentro da barreira.
Laureate, you have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
Olha só.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the Sword of Divinity. Turvin. The one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear.
Olha só, vamos
If I'm
descobrir.
not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Thenodian's resonator. nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are 2 other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia.
Então a gente vai ter que encontrar mais espadas.
Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the 3 swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians' doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry. Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
Então tá. Vamos colocar a espada ali naquele
What you
pedestal.
said to Cartathea back there.
E vai virar meio que um elevador.
Rather effective on someone of her personality.
Talvez eu tenha acabado de perder alguns diálogos, mas tudo bem. E olha só, o pessoal está voando.
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the Dark Tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone.
Tá. Que raios é um phone?
It's the name I gave to a gondola.
Ah, tá. Então não era mais fácil ter falado gondola. Peguei a espada de volta e agora a gente vai andar na torre invertida. Isso aqui não tem nenhum baú por aqui. Talvez não. Vamos só checar para ter certeza. Eita, esse troço também no elevador.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear, I completely forgot about this.
Greed will get you punished, you know.
Sacanagem.
I'm afraid for...
The 2 of you can go on ahead.
Tá.
You look distracted.
Também 3 pessoas
Cantarella said about
tranquilamente.
fearing answers.
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am.
Are you afraid of knowing the answer?
I am afraid.
E perdi mesmo
We'll be arriving at the first water
uns
ride soon.
diálogos.
A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now. vines over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first dark tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the dark tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
Tá, então agora temos que destruir esses negócios. Eita, tem coisa pra caramba aqui, hein?
If the Thanodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me. Don't worry. This much I can still handle.
Então tá. Não pensei que iam ter mais desses negócios. Vamos voltar pelo barco.
The vines are remnants of the Dark Tide. Foe won't be able to cross through them. Let's disembark here and find a way to clear the path.
Tonight, all the riddles are solved. Behold, the elixir of resurrection.
E será que se a pessoa
This
dando
calibrator seems to be
risadas?
operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a try?
É bom pra ter mais pessoas aqui nesse lugar. usar isso pra ficar girando. Vamos voltar pro isso daqui depois a gente puxa. Quero pegar aquele valor primeiro. Vai dar. Sacanagem.
Cherish every gain. Wind, guide me.
Modo capaz. Ou o jogo me mandou pra outro lugar. Ah, ele me trouxe de volta. Eu fiquei com o baú que eu queria. Agora vamos girar.
It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Essas estátuas.
Leave it to me. Sounds come forth. One more time. Hopefully this helps. Break. Hopefully this helps. Strike through the shadows. The hour is upon us.
Hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns.
Vamos. Tá, purificamos as estátuas. Agora a gente vai ter que virar o negócio de cabeça pra baixo de novo e voltar pra
Sounds
lá.
like Thone's getting impatient. Let's head back.
Esse negócio me cura. Uau. Ah não, pra descer a cachoeira.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
Yeah, you've helped a lot. Don't worry. Another water rise is coming up. You planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Remnants of the past. By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the dark tide from descending into the city. But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
That's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the dark tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here. There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacitite devices nearby that can help amplify my forte. Let's see if we can find one.
Mais estátuas para matar.
That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth.
This should do the trick.
Tá, ativamos a estátua, cabeça de triângulo e de novo nesse.
No hesitation. The end has come.
Mais caras. Sem fazer nada, só chegando.
You okay?
Esse não tinha funcionado.
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark. Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation, and that's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation.
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex.
An unexpected discovery. Wind, guide me.
Vamos ver como que é essa tal dessa torre da salvação. Alguns inimigos diferenciados.
I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am...
I can take care of myself. If it comes to...
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foam.
Então tá, agora eu esperei.
I saw signs of battle
Chegou
along the way.
outra jovem.
Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
Então tá, ganhamos um nutriente avançado. Ah, a gente voltou pra cá. Isso só é outra versão daquele lugar. Ih, sério que eu vou ter que ficar andando por esses troços. Olha só. Ai, ai. Ótimo. Ótimo achievement. Eu tenho que chegar lá em cima.
There's no knowing what will happen once Turvin is placed on the pedestal. Best we prepare ourselves.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity. Fleur-de-Lis, child of divinity, the Immaculate One, will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run dry. Through this sacred rite, you become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden, Fleur-de-Lis.
Então, tá.
None but the Master shall ever have the right to command you to bend the knee.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here. Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion.
Vamos ver o que o Web está querendo dizer, a frequência que vai dar indigestão para ele.
I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when bam! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal had something to do with it?
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Cardothea, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order. And the moment the dark tide descended upon us. Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the sonorosphere.
Olha só. Então cada viu algo diferente.
I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Boy, it's so cramped in here.
Isso é bem muito sem noção, cara. Bom, pessoas, a gente vai pausar por aqui e continuar amanhã, porque o sono está ganhando de mim. E está meio complicado continuar. Não quero acabar dormindo jogando o jogo, já que eu tenho os meus problemas para dormir.
Eons of time on this vast land, all encapsulated in a humble...
Ah, isso daqui. Bom, mas como eu ia falando, a gente vai parando por aqui por hoje. A gente continua a história da atualização 2.2 amanhã, que eu espero não estar perdendo para o sono. Então, pessoas, como sempre, se não deixaram o like na live do YouTube e ainda não se inscreveram no canal, deixem o seu like e se inscrevam aí no canal do YouTube. E quem está na Twitch e ainda não segue o canal, siga, que ajuda bastante para a gente atingir nossa meta de 50 seguidores e conseguir fazer com que o canal cresça e atinja mais pessoas. Por hoje eu vou ficando por aqui, pessoas. Valeu, falou e até a próxima.